Do not be fooled by my appearance, because I am a very dangerous man. My very dangerous American shorts, aren't they cool? I've lost a few.
And it goes a little something like...
So it's been a while since we've done a Things I Hate video, so why not better time to do that than on the lead up to Christmas? Get all that hatred out now, so that all I have in my heart is love. But anyway, before we get into this, why don't you consider liking and subscribing if you kind of like this content? And if you don't like the content, I don't know, fuck off. Also, if you want to support me, there's a Patreon down there. There's also a Discord server for, I don't know, anyone who wants to join it. And we've also got a new body pillow, but I don't think I'm allowed to show that on YouTube. I know that some people have bought that already. I don't really have anything else to say. But anyway, all of that will be down in the description below, so go check it out. I gotta make my money somehow. But anyway, let's get on to the things that I hate. But Spooksy, how can you possibly hate everything? You're nothing but a kind-hearted individual. Well, my dear viewer, that's where you're very wrong. Because my evening was ruined. Well, I say ruined, it was just, you know. And in fact, nothing really bad happened at all, really. It was just... I'm playing this up for viewership and dramatic effect. But I was scrolling through TikTok, and there have been these things, or these live streams that just keep on appearing on my feed. Bearing in mind, I'm very proud of my feed. I have cat memes everywhere, kind of like this one. Isn't he cute? It's a cute cat.
Fuck you, Dane.
All of a sudden, my little giggles and laughter are held to a stop when I keep on coming across these fucking live streams where it's just people debating. So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about the fact that I hate debate channels.
No, I want to hear what my flag's going on about.
So ever since the US election, it seems to be that a lot of people are trying to find popularity in new, convenient ways for them. And the most popular way I've seen people make this happen is through debating. And when I say debating, that's like being very generous to the term. It's not debating. I don't know what it is really. It's more of a squabble, if anything, because I don't know if you guys know how TikTok works, and we're primarily focusing on TikTok because at least with YouTube I get to choose if I want to watch that. When I'm on TikTok, I just scroll cat meme, cat meme, cat meme, cat meme. Oh, what's this? Abortion? Like what the fuck? What happened to my silly cats? They're gone. Now if you were to ask me why I think this is, I think it's because of things like, I think the most popular case of this, Dean. Now if you don't know Dean, this is a picture of Dean. Oh no, that's a cat meme. Sorry. This is a picture of Dean. Now I think this guy got popularity because he was on a thing called Jubilee Surrounded, which from what I gather is just a form of kind of debate platform where people go on, like people like Ben Shapiro. I don't know who else is on it. Was Matt Walsh on it? I don't know. But it's a place where someone sits in the middle and everyone like is sitting around in a circle and they come around and they talk. And clip farming happened from this, which got people like Dean very popular. Now as in what we're talking about, that stuff I'm fine with. Who cares? People have opinions to say, fantastic on them. The thing that I hate though is the fact that people are seeing this popularity that they're getting from, say, debating, and they're taking it to TikTok, and it's not good. And it's not good as in it's not entertaining to watch, because some stuff is entertaining to watch, but it's not good in the sense that no one's making any points or arguments or anything. If anything, it seems like rage bait. You know that stuff where someone says something so obscure and out there that it just gets everyone to comment and come onto their life. Some of it's like that, and you know, fair enough if they do that, I understand. But you know, where you have that feeling where you can kind of tell someone's intentions. Yeah, there's a few people who are doing this for real. Now a little background before we go into more detail about this, if we go into more detail about it. I don't know, this is very much a video that I just decided, oh, this is slightly annoying, I'm gonna put the wig on and start talking. But I don't care what anyone's political opinions are, be it social politics or politic. I don't care as long as you just don't shove them in my face or like be disrespectful towards mine. Thankfully, with the people I'm surrounded with, I'm actually able to have good talks with people who have got completely different political opinions to I or to myself. In fact, I think the thing that annoyed me most recently, which went against this, was I think I posted on my community page YMCA, but no, there was a comment. I was checking just there, but it's gone now, which is annoying, because this would have been fantastic evidence. But there was a comment on like under the post on like someone saying that it's disgusting, which is just like, huh? It is disgusting for me to have it. Either way, it's that mindset which bothers me a lot. Just because it's just more divisive than anything else. Like, rather than sit down and have a discussion if you disagree, which, by the way, I can't be bothered with anyway. It's still, better than, calling me disgusting. But I think people being that dramatic is very closely linked to the uprising debate channels on TikTok. Because a lot of people use TikTok, a lot of people use YouTube Shorts. I don't know if YouTube Shorts is the same, I don't really watch it. But there's just these random people on it who have like the banner behind them saying, I'm this and that. I'm big long list of things that they are. Ask me anything, because it's, that big long list is meant to intrigue us, apparently. And as soon as you click on it or hover over in the slightest, it's just either a screaming match, a yelling match, or someone trying to make a valid point and then getting muted. The one that made me record this video was because I saw a grown man online debating with a teenager, it sounded like. The grown man was being so petty about it, to the point it's like, this is not real. This has to be rage bait. No waivers, and maybe I'm sheltered. Maybe I've not experienced the real world yet. But I did not know that grown men could be that petty about letting someone join their live, making a valid point, and then within a second removing them from it. And then having them back on again. I think what happened was he was making a point, and the entire time the kind of dude that was hosting the live was just in the background brushing his hair, completely ignoring everything. Bit weird, huh? I think these are designed to set up to gain, of course they're designed to gain views, but I think their main way of doing it is making a live stream, inviting all their friends or people that only hold the same opinion as they do, in order to invite one person on who has a differing opinion and being able to completely control the situation, which is what I've seen a lot. In fact, I think the person I mentioned earlier in this video also does it on TikTok, or there's someone who looks identical to him who also does it, because it's just all copycats. Well, at least to me, it just feels like copycats upon copycats upon copycats, which all seems to have a very dramatized view on the world right now. And again, this isn't a problem if it wasn't influencing a lot of people, because you see the things being said reflecting in people's behavior who tend to get their information from TikTok, being that everything's incredibly dramatic, and said person who was commenting on my YouTube community page thing, a lot of divisiveness and hatred towards someone who doesn't think the same way as them. Now, it's fine for us to all disagree on something. I think I've made my views about certain issues quite apparent on the channel, and if anything, I've got my community to thank, because everyone's been incredibly nice and understanding about it. For example, I don't really like to associate myself with the LGBT because I disagree with the fundamental things that it's become. I preferred it when it was just about making people equal, where it's now become more than that. It's about almost reparations, which is never a good thing, or almost holding up people to be special, or that's how I at least. But I've got no problem with people who like that stuff, or not like that stuff but feel safer in that community, because it's not wrong to feel safe. But we can also have an intellectual conversation if we need to about it, if we have disagreeing views. We don't have to go on a TikTok live and discuss that shit to the most petty level, like what I've seen today. Now, I don't know if it's the same or if it's just my For You page which is built like this, but it seems to be a lot of people from what I've heard. But I just thought I'd make a video on it because frankly it's, kind of interesting to talk about. I don't actually know if I made any valid points, if there's any points in this video whatsoever. This is more of just a ramble that you can choose to click on. The only thing that I do get upset at is when you have people who aren't able to actually respect someone else's different views, or they kind of need to force out a debate from them, as if that because they believe in this, or because they supported this person or supported this candidate for anything, then they must debate you on it, and if they don't, then they're either wrong or something. It's people don't have to do this, and people don't have to resort to TikTok to get their news and debate channels, because what's going to happen, and trust me, I do psychology, that don't actually take that statement seriously. This is just what I think, is that the more people who tend to have an option between things that they get to hear, they'll most likely go towards the things that they agree with and not really try and oppose that. Now, that's kind of, that's normal human behavior, in-group mentality. We like to be groups that we feel a part of. But then you've got this massive influx of groups online who do nothing but, promote this to a point where if anyone hears an opinion that completely differs from theirs now, they'll have almost like a mental breakdown over it. Like, I don't think all these TikTok debate channels are actually doing any good at all. If anything, I think they're doing worse, because the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to encourage divisiveness and people going against the other person, because it's never someone having an intellectual debate. No matter what they have put up there, it's never an intellectual debate. It's either someone doing clear body language, which is meant to like put the other person off, or they ask stupid questions that have got nothing to do with the debate, or only meant to be a gotcha moment. You know what I mean when I say like, they don't ask questions that are actually interesting. They ask questions like, oh, so define this. And fair enough, definitions matter, but you can clearly see when it's set up to be a gotcha. Like, haha, you don't know what it means, or you missed this one little clause of it, therefore you're wrong. I think one of them I saw recently was someone, I mean, of course they were communists, but it was someone trying to discuss communism, and they were completely ignoring the person who lived in a communist country to ask him to define communism. What? All you're gonna do is drag people from actually learning and just put them into a group where it's only like-minded people who think the exact same and their opinions aren't challenged. And then these debate channels, which claim to be intellectual, will invite one person on, whilst there's like a massive group of people ready to mute them and talk over them to get their point across. Or like sigh and tut at them. And it doesn't matter what side you're on, if either, like, the fact I'm saying sides kind of, you know, if anything, emphasizes my point even more. There shouldn't be sides. There should just be, oh, I think this. Oh, I think this. Isn't that interesting? Why do you think that? Oh, why do you think that? Isn't that interesting? Unless someone is just coming on and it's just pure evil stuff, you know, like, I think Hitler was good. Huh? Not even a topic I think I can go into. It's scary how influential it is, like, even at university. Like, I know people who, for real, get their source of news from TikTok. People who have degrees. People who now have degrees. Holy shit. That's scary. Where they hear it on TikTok and they believe it. Spooky. And for people who genuinely do believe this stuff on TikTok, I can understand why things seem so much more terrifying for you. Because guess what? And this is a little cycle which, you know, grabs your attention, is that it's the same way that some news sources, especially American news sources, will deliberately make something way more dramatic than it actually is. For example, I think the most recent case is the missiles being sent over to Russia, and then people saying that that's going to cause World War III, or lots of American news sources claiming, or TikTok news sources claiming, beginning of World War III. No. But the fact that you can think that way makes it so that you're going to continue to watch more, because then you just want to keep updated, and you know, the kind of fear that that's giving you, keeping you attached. That's the same thing with most things on TikTok, is if you have some person saying that, oh, when Trump gets elected and you're gay, you're going to be beat on the streets now. That's insane. That's like getting gaslit to the biggest extent. It's like, where the fuck did you get that from? Huh? But then you're going to continue listening to that person because they've got you hooked on fear. I don't really know how else to say it. I knew I was like that. I remember when the whole Russian war was first a thing, I was glued to my screen at night, just continuously scrolling through like new TikTok news about the, you know, the starting of war, and all my fears never came true. I was like, okay, we're gonna, you know, the UK is gonna, like, stop. Something about the UK starting to draft was a big thing blown up on TikTok. Guess what? It never happened. No one got drafted, but it became such a big thing and such a big fear. But guess what? That got more people to watch. Why don't you do this? Why don't you get addicted to fear and get addicted to in-group mentality? Then you've got nothing to worry about in life. You can sit in your little group, never have anything challenged, and sit there happily. If it's the opposing sides that you hate so much, and you don't have to talk to them, you can just sit in your little group and talk about all the things you agree with. If only it was that easy. But no, that's why I hate debate channels on TikTok. It is stupid. I don't know why people keep doing it. Well, I know why people do it. Nothing good has come from this thus far. If you can show me one channel which has done this sort of content and there's been like evidential good that's come from, I don't even know if evidential is a word, but there's been good that's come from it, I'd love to see it, because all I've seen is the most rage baity shit, the most brain dead arguments. Calling an argument is a stretch, of people talking nonsense. And this isn't just one particular viewpoint, this is both. This is definitely both. Jesus, I think the other one about someone screaming at someone because it's like they were a transgender person demanding that they were allowed into the men's bathroom. Or sorry, not men's bathroom, it was female's bathroom. Whilst this girl was there calmly explaining how she doesn't feel comfortable with that, and this person just, you know, completely, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, ignoring that entire feeling and talking only about their feelings, that they feel safe there. But what about this woman who's telling you she doesn't feel safe? The logic is insane. Maybe that's what else it encourages. It also encourages a sense of narcissism. When you've got your own platform on TikTok, your own live and your own viewers and your own control over who comes onto the live and talks to you, maybe you just have narcissistic traits or develop them. I don't know. These aren't serious points. This is just hypotheticals. But it seems that way anyway. But anyway, I'm going to stop yapping now because I've not eaten today. I've got some HelloFresh. In fact, why don't you guys comment down in the comments below what I should eat for HelloFresh if you've got this far. Okay, so we've got this. It's a... what is it? It's a pork and mint beluga. I don't know what that is, but it seems cool. We've got beef meatballs. Or we've got chicken tacos and chips. Let me know down in the comments what one I should make tonight. And that'll keep engagement up, I'm sure. But no, final things to wrap up this video. Just stay safe online. Don't be an idiot. Don't just listen to the first thing you hear and believe it. Unless it's from me in this channel, then you know you're all right to do that. Drink water, stay fit, and what's there to worry about? Just be healthy, I guess. Talking of healthy, I need to get, I put some pounds on because my boyfriend came over for a week and I gained a few because restaurant after restaurant after restaurant. Oh god, it was good though. Wow. But yes, if you did enjoy this video, then maybe consider liking, subscribing. If you think I've said anything which is noteworthy, then yay, thank you. I'm glad I said something reasonable. If not, then sorry for wasting your time, I guess. There's better videos to go watch here, and here. Very, very fun to watch, so maybe go try those ones out. But either way, I am going to go and eat now because I am very hungry and I've got all my hatred out. It feels good. Now that I've just ranted it all away, I feel fresh. Talking to myself in my room about transgender people on TikTok. But anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic Femboy Friday, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye-bye!